What are you watching?
What are you watching? Elodie, le film!
Oh dear diary, I'm still trying to process the utter devastation that was my stay at the Grand Hotel Cavour in Florence. It's a tale of woe, of betrayal, of shattered dreams. So, grab a cup of tea, sit back, and let me regale you with the horrors that befell me. As I stepped into the lobby, I was immediately struck by its grandeur. I mean, who wouldn't be? It's like a Renaissance painting come to life. But, dear reader, don't let the aesthetics fool you. Behind that facade lies a hotbed of incompetence, a testament to the notion that you can't judge a book by its cover. First off, the temperature in the hotel was a sweltering nightmare. It was like they cranked up the thermostat to surface of the sun levels. I'm from a tropical climate, folks, but even I was sweating bullets. And don't even get me started on the lack of air conditioning in the winter. It's like they wanted us to suffocate. I mean, who doesn't provide AC in the winter? It's basic human decency, people. But, I digress. The room itself was a dank, dimly lit cave. I'm talking musty smell, questionable stains on the carpet, the works. It was like they took all the elegance of the lobby and funneled it into a sad excuse for a hotel room. And the lighting? Forget about it. It was like they wanted us to stumble around in the dark, tripping over our own feet. Now, I know what you're thinking, maybe it was just a one-off, a bad apple in the bunch. Alas, dear reader, it was not. The entire hotel seemed to be plagued by this affliction. The hallways reeked of stagnation, the elevator broke down more often than a teenager's promises to totally do their homework later, and don't even get me started on the hospital they called a gym. I mean, who puts a treadmill in a room with no ventilation? It's like they wanted us to suffocate, again. But, the cherry on top of this Sunday of disappointment was the staff. Oh, the staff. They were about as helpful as a chocolate teapot. Rude, dismissive, and with all the warmth of a Siberian winter. I mean, who rolls their eyes at a guest? Who shuts the door on someone's mom? It's not like we're asking for the world, folks. A little bit of kindness, a smidge of empathy, that's all. And then, there was the pricing. Oh boy, the pricing. It was like they took all the numbers, threw them in a hat, and then pulled out a random one. Hey, let's charge them triple the nightly rate for a date change, said no reasonable person ever. I mean, who does that? It's like they wanted to punish us for having the audacity to book a room. As I sat in that damp, dark room, surrounded by the echoes of broken dreams, I couldn't help but think, this is what they mean by hospitality? It's like they took all the warmth, all the love, and all the care, and replaced it with a cold, hard slab of indifference. So, dear reader, let this be a cautionary tale. If you value your sanity, your comfort, and your wallet, stay far, far away from the Grand Hotel Cavour in Florence. Trust me, your emotional well-being will thank you. What do you think, dear reader? Have you had a similar experience? Share your horror stories in the comments below. The businesses surrounding the Grand Hotel Cavour, Florence. They feel disappointing. It's not a harsh judgment, simply an observation. A heavy feeling settles when examining the experiences people have had. It's as if a sheen of expectation management is desperately needed before anyone ventures out. These establishments, as a whole, seem to operate under a system of quietly diminishing returns. A promise of Italian charm, often met with something less. It's a landscape where beauty is leveraged, and service, well, service often feels like an afterthought. Let's unravel this, shall we? It feels necessary. Let's start with the retail experience. Stores in this area, broadly speaking, appear to operate on a principle of detached indifference. It's a subtle hostility, veiled by a thin veneer of sophistication. They seem to be deciding whether you're worthy of their time before you've even spoken. Take, for example, Rinascente Florence, a department store that, according to many, seems to employ staff actively avoiding eye contact. It's not simply a lack of assistance, it's an active rejection of engagement. People have mentioned being ignored while browsing, treated with outright rudeness based on their attire. The security, ironically, seem more attentive, but not in a reassuring way, rather, as watchful observers of potential transgressions. The rooftop bar, while boasting a view, suffers from the same malady: surly staff, questionable drink quality, and seating that appears designed for discomfort. And the global blue tax refund desk? Apparently, a battleground of misinformation and outright denial. It's as if they've decided customer service is a personal affront. It breeds a peculiar dread, this place. A feeling that your money isn't welcomed, merely tolerated. Moving on, let's consider the wellness sector. Spas in the area, exemplified by SoulSpace Centro Benessere Spa, present a facade of tranquility, quickly shattered by reality. The issues run deep. Difficult access, language barriers, and a profound lack of professionalism. Massage is described as rubbing oil all over your body with no pressure, therapists texting during sessions, facilities riddled with disrepair. It's a troubling picture. There's a fundamental disconnect between the advertised luxury and the actual experience. It's the promise of escape, delivered as a mild inconvenience. It feels insulting to offer a restorative experience and deliver something so profoundly underwhelming. It's a betrayal of trust, packaged in essential oils. Then there's the dining scene. A particularly thorny issue. Restaurants near the Grand Hotel Cavour, as a collective, seem to exist in a state of quiet desperation. Mama Eat, for example, seems to specialize in mediocrity. Gluten-free options are promised, but the execution is abysmal. Dry pasta, poorly cooked steak, and a general air of culinary apathy. Others have encountered rude staff, inaccurate orders, and a pervasive sense that they're being deliberately shortchanged. It's a consistent pattern of overpromise and underdelivery. And Locale Firenze, oh, Locale Firenze. The very name feels like a misnomer. A restaurant where simply being a solo diner can earn you contempt. Denied entry for wearing Birkenstocks. Served cold oysters for €20. A bill of $600 followed by rude service. They seem obsessed with exclusivity, but lack the substance to justify it. It's a bizarre performance of sophistication, fueled by overpriced ingredients and simmering resentment. It feels like they're trying too hard, and failing spectacularly. The rooftop bars present their own unique form of disappointment. Divina Terrazza Rooftop Bar, for instance, appears to operate on a rigid system of controlled access and limited enjoyment. Entry fees, time limits, and exceptionally rude staff. It's a place where the view is the only redeeming feature, and even that is diminished by the overall experience. It's a carefully curated environment designed to extract maximum profit with minimal effort. It feels calculated. A cynical exploitation of a desirable location. Finally, there's MIO Concept Store, which, from the review data, is simply inconsistent. A bit of everything, with nothing particularly compelling. It exists. That's about it. It feels empty. A hollow attempt at curating a unique shopping experience. What does all this add up to? It's not simply about bad service, or overpriced food. It's about a fundamental lack of respect. A sense that tourists are seen as walking wallets, rather than valued guests. The businesses in this area have, collectively, decided to prioritize profit over hospitality. They've perfected the art of extracting money while offering minimal value in return. It's a subtle form of exploitation, and it's deeply unsettling. Okay, so I was, looking into things around Grand Hotel Cavour in Florence, you know? It's supposed to be nice, but honestly, it's a bit of a mess. Businesses near there, they tend to be a little too eager, if you ask me. First off, there are these oil painting people. They lay out these big pictures near the Duomo, which isn't that far from Grand Hotel Cavour, honestly just a quick walk, and then they wait for someone to, accidentally step on them. And then they yell. They actually yell at you, demanding money, like it's your fault. €25 to €300. Can you believe it? I bet most tourists just pay to avoid a scene, especially if they don't speak Italian. They probably feel so shaken up afterwards, ruining a perfectly good vacation. And those guys? They just move on to the next person, probably laughing all the way. They definitely get away with it most of the time, I think. Then there's this weird thing. Near cafes around Grand Hotel Cavour, people pretend to be deaf, right? They leave a keyring or something and ask for money. But while you're distracted, they try to steal your phone. It's so sneaky. If someone did that to me, I'd be furious. And embarrassed. I'd probably immediately check all my accounts, terrified. That scammer? They just blend back into the crowds. They're probably counting their money, thinking, easy target. Restaurants near the Duomo, which again, is close to Grand Hotel Cavour. Ugh. They trick you. They invite you in, promise good food, then hit you with hidden charges or a completely different, more expensive menu. One person even said they couldn't find the restaurant online after they were scammed. How does that even happen? I bet that family was so stressed, especially on the last night of their trip. They probably regretted going there forever. That restaurant probably just keeps doing it, knowing most tourists won't bother reporting it. And don't even get me started on the ticket sellers. They hang around storefronts near all the attractions, near Grand Hotel Cavours area, selling fake or ridiculously overpriced tickets. Like, double the price? Seriously? People probably realize too late, after they've already paid, and then they're stuck waiting in the wrong line or can't even get in. I would cry. I just would. And those sellers? They disappear as soon as someone complains. Finally, these bar and club touts. They promise free entry, but then you get inside and the bill is astronomical. Then the bouncers pressure you to pay, you know? It's just awful. I imagine a lot of people feel intimidated and just pay up. They probably end up feeling really violated, and the touts probably get a commission for bringing in suckers. It's just depressing.